hold on to something.
It's showtime.
No, wait. I have done everything I've been asked to do. I didn't understand it, but I've done it. And I haven't once asked what's in it for me.
What are you saying, Ray?
I'm saying, what's in it for me?
Raymond! Raymond, am I using you? Am I using you, Raymond?
This is the Total Sports Experience.
There's gonna be rumors about this. There's no way to stop it.
And now your host,
Ray, are you in here?
Ray Baker.
I miss going 5-hole on you.
You should never be allowed to talk to people.
Dude, that was a hell of an intro. I am honored and I am touched.
I always like to start the show with validation. Just saying that someone else is thinking the same way I'm thinking, and I think I found that person in a Hall of Fame quarterback. What's up, everybody? My name is Ray Baker. I am your host for the Total Sports Experience today on a Thursday afternoon, Friday Eve, as we get ready to get to Super Bowl weekend. Love the Super Bowl. I love it more when the Buffalo Bills are in town or are in the Super Bowl, obviously, but we don't have that this year, and that's okay. Two good teams. We're getting ready for this. Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to be an entertaining one, and we'll get to more of that in just a minute. First, a couple of things. Bring out to the studio here. Oh, look at that. The microphone's not working. If you're online, I apologize. The microphone. The camera's not working. Let's see if we can fix our camera really fast here. And get, not that you need to see my face at all, but, you know, there we go. Let's see if we can get this up. We're in the studio now. What's up, everybody? Again, Thursday afternoon here on the Total Sports Experience. We've got some great stuff coming up for you. New episodes of the podcast drop this weekend on Saturday. We have our fans episode, number 30, that will be up. And then we're having a conversation with Jim Sweeney. That is tomorrow. Jim Sweeney is head of the FIMBA right now, which is International Basketball. He's got a new book out. He's also one of the gentlemen that played for Boston College in the 80s. If you know what I'm talking about, go check it out. It's pretty awesome. There was even a 30 for 30 done on ESPN with him and with the Boston College program. So go check that out. It should be pretty cool. But we're going to have Jim Sweeney on. We're going to tape that tomorrow, so that'll be ready for a Saturday drop for episode number 31 as well for the Total Sports Experience. And, of course, all those can be found right there on our website at the TSEshow.com. Okay, so before we get to football, before we get to why I was right, why I was right. That's the good way to say it. A couple things I told you I would mention. English Premier League. I was following this. I've been following this for a while. I love the English Premier League. There are some unbelievable soccer players in there. There are some unbelievable talent in the English Premier League. And one of the teams that I think is starting to turn on now, Liverpool obviously is the defending champs. I think they'll be there again. Liverpool's got a strong team. When you look, though, the top four in the Premier League right now, Manchester City, Manchester United, always near the top. Manchester City has won its last 5 matches, by the way. They are 14-5-2. They are destroying it. And their goal differential is gross. I'm going to touch on that in a second. Leicester City, Liverpool rank out the top 4. Two teams that I think were interesting right now, though. Tottenham right now is at number 8. They're 9-6-6, but they've lost their last 3 matches. And one of the matches that they've lost was a week ago. Not quite a week ago. I think it was Sunday that they lost. And they lost to Brighton. They've lost a second time now again as well. That they just lost. I'll have to look that up. But they just lost to Chelsea. That's right. Chelsea beat them 1-0. Brighton beat them 1-0. Here's the problem with Tottenham right now. And I thought it was just the Brighton game, but it wasn't. Because Brighton's won again. Brighton beat Liverpool, actually. 1-0. So Brighton's got 2 back-to-back 1-0 wins. Tottenham, however, is That team is in disarray right now. They're going to play West Brom on Sunday. They need a win if they're going to stay in the top 8 right there. They desperately need a win. They did not look good in the last 2 matches against Chelsea or against Brighton at all. At all. Against Brighton, they couldn't put 5 passes together at any point in the match. They just looked kind of in disarray. So for my English Premier League fans, there you go. Tottenham needs help. Liverpool losing to Brighton. Brighton is looking good. Brighton looked really good against Tottenham, but again, Tottenham's not looking very good. Liverpool will be okay. They 1-0 loss, but they'll be okay. They're in the top 4. Check this out, though. Manchester City, ranked number 1 right now for this season in the Premier League. As I mentioned, 14-5-2, 39 goals for, 13 against. 13 goals against. Goal differential of 26. Best in the league, by the way. A lot of positive, but no one, the closest one's 19, and that's Man U. 47 points, they've won their last 5 games. Manchester City is on a tear right now. And they are, right now, I think, my favorites to win the Premier League. A lot of soccer left to be played, though. I'm not going to lie to you. The other thing we wanted to mention here before we get into NFL talk, we're going to talk about this more on an upcoming podcast with my guys at Sportsnet USA. Here's the question I have. Let's switch from English Premier League real quick to our college basketball. We are, what's today? February the 4th. We are very close to March Madness. March Madness all going to be held in one place, one arena. All the games are going to be there for COVID reasons. I'm not crazy about that, but I understand the NCAA has to do what it has to do. I get it. Not crazy about it, but we'll take what we can get here. But for college basketball fans, as much as I love the regional actions, especially in the first round or 2 of the NCAA tournament, it is so much fun. But here's the question I have for my college basketball fans. And if you're on, welcome everybody for Mixcloud, Twitch, all of you on Facebook, all of you on YouTube. Thank you for listening in today. Here's the question I have. So your AP top 25 for men's basketball, obviously the top 2 is Gonzaga and Baylor, both at 17-0. Here's the question I have for my basketball fans. Villanova's 11-2. They're number 3 in the country, according to the AP poll. But Drake University, and if you've never heard of them, don't worry, a lot of people haven't. Drake University's 17-0. They've not lost a game this year. They're 17-0. They're not ranked number 3. Villanova is. They're not ranked number 4. Michigan is. They're ranked number 25. Can somebody explain that to me? Now, look, is Villanova better than Drake? Yeah, probably. Is Villanova played against better, stronger teams than Drake? Yeah, probably. But they're still 17-0. And there's still 22 teams above them, ranked above them, some of them having 5 losses. Illinois and Texas Tech both have 5 losses. Oklahoma has 5 losses. West Virginia has 5 losses. Florida, Purdue is ranked number 24, and the Boilermakers have 7 losses. How are you putting Drake University at number 25 and not at least in the top 10 and show my guys some respect there? I don't get it. Only a half-hour show today, by the way, guys. Because somebody was asking. I don't get it. I'm puzzled. Now, is Drake going to be in the dance? Of course they will. They're not going to get a number 1 or number. I'd say it's hard even if they were going to be in the top 5 of any of the regional brackets. I doubt it. Now, that being said, put him at 13 or 14. I would love to see that. Because they're gonna tear a hole. They're gonna get to the. I would say they're gonna get to the Elite 8. I would say Drake would be good enough to get to the Elite 8. We'll see. I just don't understand how you're putting them undefeated, 25, behind teams that have 5, 6, and 7 losses. I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. Gonzaga 1, 17-0. Baylor 2, 17-0. Drake should be 3 at 17-0. Instead, I'll give you your top 10. Villanova, Michigan. Houston's in there at 15-2. Texas, Ohio State, Iowa, Oklahoma, and Alabama. Don't call me a football school as at number 10. And Alabama's look good. Look, I'm not saying any of these teams aren't looking good. Alabama and Oklahoma have shown me a lot of stuff. Tennessee at 11 has shown me some stuff. Ohio State looks good this year. Michigan, basketball school. Sorry, Jim Harbaugh. Sorry, Wolverine fans. But Michigan at 13-1 looks good. Villanova at 11-2 looks good. Those 2 losses, maybe not. But you still got to give, if the guys at Drake have gone 17-0, you have to give them some of the, they can't be 25. And I'm curious on what everybody thinks of that. They can't be, that's hard for me to grasp. They should be at least in the top 5. If you don't want to move Villanova or Michigan because they are very good powerhouse teams, college basketball teams, okay. I could see them at number 5 and bump Houston down. 17-0. Well, they haven't beat all the teams that everybody else has. Yeah, but Villanova, Houston, Texas, those guys haven't beat everybody either. Texas and Ohio State and Iowa all have 4 losses, so they haven't beat anybody. Have they beat better teams than what Drake is playing? So there's your argument. Sure, I can get behind that. But again, you still have to put them up somewhere closer to where they need to be. Okay, guys. Let me just throw this out. We are going to be live at Mountain Mike's Pizza in Fountain Valley, California. That's going to be this Sunday from noon to 1:30, 90-minute show. We'll be there. Come get your pizzas. Come get all your appetizers. On that Sunday, it's $2 off of all appetizers. But we will have a special running for the TSE listeners, and we're going to give away a free pizza for Super Bowl Sunday on that Sunday to TSE listeners. So you have to listen into the show, or you have to email us at fans@thetSEshow.com to figure out how to get all of your entries in or what have you. Or there's outdoor dining. Now, I don't know if they've set up stuff out there as far as, excuse me, tables and chairs. So with COVID, and if you watch us from other parts of the country, every state is different. But we have lifted outdoor dining now, and it's open. If that's the case, and if you would like to enjoy pizza or lunch with us, we're going to try to figure out a way to get outdoors as well and eat our pizza and do our show with you, the fans, here in Fountain Valley, California. That's the goal anyway. We'll see how it all plays out, how it all works. Okay, let's switch now because I wanted to show you guys too. So we got our shirts, put a t-shirt review on, and we got our sticker as well from our Barstool buddies, Viva la Barstool. So that's going to be on the travel cases now as well. So thank you, Dave Portnoy. I want to be like Dave Portnoy when I grow up. I say that on every show. If you have not done so, go to the Barstool Fund or just go to barstoolsports.com and get all the information out there. Donate, buy some T-shirts, do what you got to do. Okay, so we've got about 15 minutes left here. Let me do this because obviously the reason we're on today is Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, real quick, I did want to mention this. Just a quick mention of baseball news because, again, this is a super short show, so I'm trying to shove it all into this 30 minutes here. Trevor Bauer, the pitcher, looks like he has been narrowed down to 2 possibilities. 2. So, obviously he's not staying with the Reds. And the 2 that appear to be, I put that on quotes, they appear to be the finalists in this Trevor Bauer sweepstakes here. One is the New York Mets. And I don't know that that's good. That's not going to be good enough to win that division. The other one is the Dodgers. Now, if I'm San Diego or I'm Colorado, not so much Colorado, they're going to start to rebuild. If I'm the St. Louis Cardinals, if I am anybody else in the National League, Trevor Bauer going to the Dodgers scares the crap out of me. Because it's not like they needed another arm to do the damage that they did last year. But if Trevor Bauer lands himself in Los Angeles with the Dodgers, the rest of the National League is going to have to step it up. That's going to be danger for the rest of the National League. Francisco Lindor, by the way, did go to the Mets. So the Mets are trying. The Mets are trying. But as we've said on other shows, just kind of like the New York Jets, it's the Mets. Will they get it? Will that happen? Don't know. Okay, let's go to NFL now. Let's switch over here to the NFL because Super Bowl Sunday. Who you have? Who you got? Who you picking? Where's your money going? I've said I saw a post on social media about a week and a half ago, right after these two teams had won the AFC NFC championship games, and it was 2 pictures of The Rock. One with a suit and bow tie, and one where he's leaning against the wall with a fanny pack. And immediately, I went to these 2 quarterbacks. I went to Tom Brady, and I went to Patrick Mahomes. Bow tie versus fanny pack, and that's how I've had it. So who's your pick? We looked at the lines from Vegas. Opened up at... Ooh, and DraftKings actually has just changed. Okay, so the line opened up at 3.5 for these. It looks like it's about 3 across the board, a 3-point advantage for Kansas City. So Kansas City's got a 3-point odd here, and I would have to think. Well, okay, let's back up for a second. First of all, Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl at home never happened before. Here's another one that's never happened before. Is a Super Bowl team at home, never happened, and is a dog. You've got a home dog in Tampa Bay for the Super Bowl. And here's what I find very interesting. And we can discuss this at length. Home dog for the Super Bowl, and your quarterback is the greatest of all time. Tell me how that works out. You're at home, which normally would get you a 3-point advantage automatically because you're at home. So there's your 3 points for at home, and you've got the greatest quarterback of all time on your team. And you're still a 3-point home dog. Where's your money going, fans? Who are you betting on? Who is taking this home? I didn't want either one of these teams. I was very clear when we went into the AFC NFC Championship weekend. I was very clear on the two teams I wanted. I wanted Green Bay in there, and I wanted the Buffalo Bills. And all of you that are fans of the show and fans of me know why I wanted the Buffalo Bills. But you've got Tampa Bay and you've got Kansas City. Kansas City in there back-to-back. They are reigning champs. But, again, you've got the greatest of all time. And I'd like to discuss that. We may do that again. After this Super Bowl is over, depending on what happens, we're going to discuss this again. Because if Brady wins this again, he's in his 10th Super Bowl, by the way. 10. There are a lot of quarterbacks. There are a lot of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Hall of Fame quarterbacks that didn't go to one. Tom Brady's in his 10th and could potentially win number 7. 7. Put that into perspective for a second. I know the Kansas City Chiefs fans and a lot of fans across the NFL love Patrick Mahomes. He is a good, dynamic quarterback. Tom Brady could win his 7th Super Bowl. Let that sink in. Have you done something at the top of your, you're in sales. Have you won Salesman of the Year 7 times? Not in a row, just 7 times, period. If you're a teacher out there, have you won Teacher of the Year 7 times? Whatever profession you're in, broadcasting for me, have I ever won Broadcaster of the Year or Show of the Year or Show of the Month or Employee for the Day 7 times? No. This guy has won a Super Bowl 6 times and could win it a 7th. Let that sink in. Because I don't think everybody's really thinking about that the right way. I open the show as I get ready to close here. I open the show with, I wanted the validation of what I've been saying about the quarterback carousel. What I mean by that is we've got this merry-go-round of quarterbacks, and there are a boatload of quarterbacks. And on Tuesday's show, I took some flack because I said the mock drafts that are coming out right now, and I think there's been 2 so far from the guys at ESPN. There's been 1.0 and 2.0. The mock drafts right now are useless. Not saying that Mel Kiper and Todd McShay and those guys know what they're talking about, because they do. They're the best in the business. That's why they're at the mothership. That's why they do what they do. But I'm going to tell you this. With as much movement that's about to happen, and the Stafford-Goff trade triggered it, the quarterback carousel is about to start flinging people off like there's no tomorrow. So your draft picks, especially 1 through, I would say, 15 or 16, are going to change drastically. The only one that may not change is number 1 overall. I don't think that one's going to go anywhere. I think the number 1 pick will stay in Trevor Lawrence from Clemson to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Especially with Urban Meyer going down there, that seems like a great fit. I don't think that one's going to change. So you take picks 2 through 16 and look at what 1.0 and 2.0 mock drafts look like and what they're going to look like 3 weeks from now or 4 weeks from now. They're going to be drastically different until the quarterback carousel comes to a stop. Here was my question, though, because Deshaun Watson is on this quarterback carousel. Okay? Where is he going to land? Who's going to trade for him? What team is he going to play for? All these are going to get answered soon enough. But the problem is, wherever he gets traded is going to change their draft picks. Whoever trades for him is going to draft differently. Houston, once they figure out what they're going to get, is going to draft differently. So there's a lot of moving parts here that we're not going to find out. But one of my questions was this to the fans as we get ready to close up here. The question I had was, Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff got traded for each other, but the Rams gave up the farm for Matt Stafford. Not saying he's not a great quarterback, but this sets the bar now. If you're going to give that much up in draft picks for Matt Stafford, what do you have to give up for Deshaun Watson? It's almost absurd. I said, and I'm not coming down on Deshaun Watson. I'm not saying Deshaun Watson is not a good player. He is. He's a great player. He's a great athlete. He's a great quarterback. Here's the problem I have. You should not be giving away that much to one quarterback. You still have to build your team. We mentioned this back on Tuesday's show when I was talking to Christopher Sheffield. You shouldn't be giving up that much for that guy when you're trying to rebuild things. Now, okay, the Rams say we're all in. We want to make a Super Bowl run right now. We've got a good running back. We've got a great defense. I'm not arguing that. But with that good running back that you had in Todd Gurley back then, and the great defense that has only gotten better, Jared Goff took you to a Super Bowl. But you gave up the farm. You gave up the farm to get Jared Goff. Then you gave up the farm to get away from him and pay part of his salary when he went to Detroit. So here's my question. Are you giving up 2, 3, or 4 first-round picks for a guy like Deshaun Watson? The rumor has it right now is that the Washington football team wants to shove all of its chips in to go get Deshaun Watson, including trading some defensive ends, like that they picked up in the draft from Ohio State. Chase Young. So I found this, and it says, however, not everyone in D.C. would be in favor of such the move. Former Washington quarterback Joe Theismann. He was on a Washington Football Talk podcast for an upcoming episode that's going to get out, and he says, quote, excuse me, quote, Deshaun Watson is not on the top of my list, unquote. And not because of his talent, but I think that the price you would have to pay to get him doesn't make any sense. That was me 2 days ago. Now that's Joe Theismann today. Look at what we've been. This is Joe talking again. Look at what we've been able to do over the last 4 years with first-round picks. That's the essence of our defense. Chase Young, Ohio State, hello. And we've got them for at least 2 or 3 years until those contracts start to expire. He also went on to say, I think the number 1 picks are very valuable to us. All of our draft picks are valuable at this stage as Martin and Marty, so Mayhew and Herney, start to build, and Ron Rivera start to build this football team. We've built a good foundation. They want to build it going forward. Washington. I told you the same thing that I told the Jet fans 2 days ago. Washington football team, you don't need to make that trade. You don't have a quarterback like that in Washington right now. I get that. Alex Smith, who's recovering, hero of the year. I love that guy's back in football. I love it, love it, love it. Heineke is there, not a proven quarterback, although had some shades of brilliance in the last game against the Philadelphia Eagles. But I'm not giving up. If I'm the Washington football team and Houston's asking me for Taylor Heineke and 4 first-round picks, you got to be out of your mind. If you're the Washington football team, no. Don't do that. But the problem is the bar's been set. Is anybody going to pay that price? The Jets better not do it. Jet fans, you don't need that. Washington football fans, you don't need that. Please don't give up the farm. for Deshaun Watson. And again, I don't want to knock Deshaun Watson. But if he was good enough for 4 first-round draft picks, he should have been taking the Houston Texans to the playoffs, and he didn't. He didn't. If he's that good, why did the Houston Texans take DeAndre Hopkins and ship him off to Arizona? Don't do it, Washington fans. I've been saying this for weeks now. Don't give up the farm like that to do that. Joe Theismann's finally on my side. So me and a Hall of Famer thinking the same way. I'm not shocked. You're not shocked. We're all thinking it. Jet fans, don't do it. Washington football team fans, don't do it. Don't do it. What you should do is join us at Mountain Mike's coming up on Sunday, because although we will have new podcast episodes coming out Saturday, on Sunday for Super Bowl, you have special deals. You have free pizza to win. You have me to talk to, sports to talk to. We're going to have a special guest. Christopher Sheffield's going to join us. I'm efforting Dave Weaver from TVG and FanDuel to see where the money's going to go. Where should we put our money to bet on this game? And that will be hours before kickoff. But you can also come down to Mountain Mike's, Fountain Valley, or you can have it delivered. And you can have it delivered with future order. Here's how this works. You call in, you come in, you do whatever. Get on the website, mountainmikespizza.com. Order your pizza, but you tell them, look, Mountain Mike, I need that pizza for kickoff, which is at, I don't know, 3:30 or something like that. 3:36. It's always a weird time. 3:31, 3:36, 3:32 as it is right now as we're broadcasting. I want my pizza right at 3:30. So you order it at noon. Okay. They're going to time it all up for you. Bake it, get it all hot and ready, put it in one of those little red hot bags, put it in their car, drive it out to you so it's ready at 3:30 for kickoff for you, pizza fans. Because Mountain Mike's is just that good. We're going to be at the Fountain Valley location, though. Fountain Valley, California, at 18886 Brookhurst Street, Fountain Valley, California, 92708. We're going to be there from noon to 1:30. Come down and see us. Join us for some pizza. We're going to have some. Hopefully, you can sit and eat outside and talk sports with us, because we'll put you on the air. It's going to be awesome. But we'll be there from noon to 1:30 on Sunday. I hope you guys join us. And then remember, go to the TSEshow.com or email us at fans@the-TSEshow.com for more stuff on Mountain Mike's, how to get more deals, how to win your free pizzas, and then to check out the new episodes, because, again, there's 2 new episodes that are coming. The fan episode at 30, which is a great one. I can't give any more out, but it is a great episode. And then 31 is Jim Sweeney from Boston College and from the FIMBA. He's going to join us about old school hoops and how you can still play after your days are over. I hope you guys enjoyed it today. I did. Love seeing you guys on here. Mixcloud, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Thanks very much for being with us. Until we can see you again on Sunday. Be good humans. We'll talk to you then. See you guys.